Hey you guys, in this video I am going to be destroying my quote-unquote gingerbread house for you. I got this request last year after doing gingerbread house videos. The request was to go through and tear the pieces off and destroy it, and it was a really fun video, so I wanted to do it again this year. But I'm going to tap and scratch a bit on the pieces before kind of pulling things off. The reason that I put gingerbread in quotes earlier is because I ended up using chocolate bars to build my gingerbread home. Because I live in Egypt and I was having a hard time finding graham crackers. Some of my Egyptian subscribers have let me know a place to get them since, but I couldn't find them at the time I was searching. So I went with chocolate bars, but it was kind of fun. Made me be a bit creative. Let's pull these off. These are basically an off-brand version of Mentos that they call Mementos. Yep. And these are little kind of fake candy pels. They're edible. If you'd like to see me build the gingerbread house, I will try to remember to put a link to that video as well. You can see I did use a plastic water bottle, but I kind of popped in towards the end of building it to hold it up to just make it more sturdy. So as I scratch these kind of pearl candies off the side here, you can see them dropping and kind of falling all over the place. I don't know if any of you have heard of or watched the Try Guys. It's probably one of the largest, most well-known channels on YouTube actually. These four guys try things together, essentially. But they're so funny, so funny. I believe they started on BuzzFeed together with kind of a show called The Try Guys. But they ended up creating a whole channel, and I just think they're hilarious. And they did a gingerbread building contest recently, the four of them, and they have this series called Without a Recipe, and they've done it, I don't know, 3 or 4 times now, and each season there's probably 4 episodes, 4 things they have to make, bake or cook without a recipe. And it's just, it's hilarious because they each have really funny, totally different personalities. So them interacting together and trying to cook without recipes it's very entertaining, to say the least. So their most recent season, the most recent season just finished, and the final episode was them making a gingerbread house without a recipe. And the reason that was more difficult for them is because they actually had to make the gingerbread, so they had to bake it and make sure it was sturdy enough to build. So epic. I loved it. They were so creative. And they always have like a professional that does, bakes or cooks the thing that they are going to bake or cook. They do it professionally, and so we kind of watch the professional do it and then watch them try it, kind of back and forth between those scenes. And it's sort of interesting to have someone doing gingerbread house kind of like as a professional, or knowing how to make the gingerbread professionally and then judging them. It's so funny. I think my favourite seasons were still some of the first few. So if you watch it, I would start like with the first seasons of it on their YouTube channel, because I don't know, the jokes kind of like build up over time throughout the seasons. Okay, let's start to take some of these off. I'm getting my nail in there. Let's pull the top there. This is one side of the roof. Yes, those are large watermelons. You are not mistaken. They're bubblegum pieces, actually. And this is chocolate frosting that I've used to attach all the pieces. It's quite strong, and the side is still standing. As you can see, this video is quite messy. I'm going to put a behind the scenes video onto Patreon of the aftermath. I also recently put a video on Patreon, it's like 3-4 minutes, of this art shop that I walked through. There's no music playing, but there were tons of people working in the store, so I couldn't do a full video. So I found this one spot with I don't know, I think they're paint pens or some kind of paint markers, and I did some tapping and scratching on the tips of them. Ah, there goes the top. And I organised the markers and kind of flipped them around, and so I put that up for you guys on Patreon because I could only film about 3 minutes. I was curious to get your opinion on what you thought about organising as a part of ASMR. So if you're on Patreon, would you let me know if you liked that? Nice. The wall. Because yeah, I'm thinking of doing maybe some organising videos where you going to a shop and organise an area that's kind of messy while tapping and scratching, organising whatever it is in the store, boxes of things, etc. Candies. There's a good thick layer of frosting. So after I built it, I stuck it in the refrigerator, so that when I filmed this video, things wouldn't just completely melt. I could kind of tap, scratch on them and pull apart the whole house. So everything's been refrigerated for quite some time. So that's why the frosting is nice and hard and the house is quite sturdy. Of course, the water bottle made a big difference too. You can always put something inside your house to give it more stability if you like. also eat some of these pieces in the Patreon video. And I'm going to save all of the chocolate and candies and pop them in Ziploc bags because there's still delicious desserts and chocolates and bubblegums and Mentos. So don't worry, none of this will be tossed. My nails are completely covered in chocolate and little pearls. I love this little water bottle. I got it on one of the flights I went on recently, and I've been washing it and reusing it because the size is like perfect for my backpack, like the side pocket. But I sacrificed it for the sake of this video for some time, but I'm going to wash it. I'm going to use it again because it's such a good size. Thank you guys for watching me destroy my gingerbread house. I hope you enjoyed. No, maybe got some tingles. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.